turns out nobody wanted to be body inclusive. They just wanted to be skinny, but they didn't want to put in the work. So I feel like the adrenaline in my body is like high. I'm from Romania. My husband's dad's Sly, so people kind of know me because of that. I kind of at some point wanted to train my audience to understand that I'm more than just his wife. So I shifted into something that I really love, which is fitness. People understanding what muscle-mind connection is.
Mind-muscle connection.
Yeah, it's really important.
A lot of people don't believe it's even a thing. They don't even understand that it's a thing. When you go in and you just mindlessly move through movements, you're not going to build your body the same way as if you have the mind-muscle connection.
No, and people tend to think that you need a lot of weight to train.
This is my cold plunge and I'm losing my mind right now. I cannot feel anything. Breathing. I cannot think.
This is Cold Tub Talks, baby.
Oh my God.
Right now?
Well, I left it on the counter. What if I freeze?
That is the goal.
Freeze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then your body warms itself back up. It's a fascinating process.
Never tried this.
Never done one before. All right.
I've never done a cold plunge.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Go. Oh. Nice shoulder down.
Is this falling?
Oh.
No.
Dumbbell.
Oh my God,
Hey,
my
you
legs
said you
are
weren't gonna think about it, you just get
freezing.
You need another shot real quick?
Just get in, girl.
I'm not feeling anything, honestly.
She's gonna lose feeling.
All right.
Doesn't help there's no sun right
Let's go.
I'm
You
good.
good? All right.
Kind of.
When you can, you got to get that heart in there.
No.
There you go. All right. Breathe through it. All right. Welcome to Cold Tub Talks. Today's guest is Alina Zaharia.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. Our first female guest. Alina, if you'll introduce yourself, tell us who you are and why people should know about you.
Hi. First thing I want to tell you is this is my cold plunge and I'm losing my mind right now. I cannot feel anything. So I'm from Romania. My husband's dad's Sly, so people kind of know me because of that. But honestly, I am a really passionate person about fitness. I come from a background of modeling, so that brought me to a lot of eating disorders. I was a ballerina for 14 years in the National Opera back home. I played handball professionally for 6 years. And then I injured my knee, so that took me to 2 years with no sport whatsoever. I kind of at some point wanted to train my audience to understand that I'm more than just his wife and that I can drive his cars. So I shifted into something that I really love, which is fitness. I'm freezing. I cannot think.
This is Cold Tub Talks, baby.
Oh my God.
Stay in. You can do
I
it.
cannot. My
You
legs
can
are.
do it.
Oh my God.
The more still you are, the easier it gets.
You got it.
Your husband did it right.
Oh, my
You stayed
husband
still
did
and you
this
forgot.
before.
All right, I'll start off with a great question. Before social media and building an audience around fitness, travel, lifestyle, as you mentioned, who were you when you first felt like you wanted to create an identity beyond what was expected for you?
I was the chill kid in my classroom. I always freaked out when I got a bad grade. I wanted to please my parents and I wanted to please everybody. I just wanted to be first in my classroom. I grew up in the National Opera since I was 3, so I was always surrounded by ballet and classical music and these chill vibes. And yeah, I always loved animals, which this defines me as a person. And I always loved sports and everything that has a purpose to it, right? I had a purpose in studying. I had a purpose in ballet to be the best, and then I had a purpose in handball. So I'm a really driven person by having an exact goal. This is how my brain actually works. I have to have a purpose and everything has to be as logical as possible. This is why I loved math and physics in school. So I was kind of the nerdy kid. I was the ugly duckling. I had this tooth cap and eyeglasses, and somehow when I got in high school, because I was tall, somebody got me into modeling, which I never thought it's gonna happen, right? So that kind of was a turn in my life, because I learned what getting ready is, getting my hair done. Before I was in point shoes all day with a sleek back bun in my leotards, and that was it, right? I was doing homework and then dancing, and that was it. And then when I got into modeling, I learned what it actually means to be a woman, like get my hair done and wear dresses and something else that is not school and practice.
Wow.
Got it.
So
How has that identity served you today? Because you mentioned you started a fitness business. Now you're coming out with your own app. Do you feel like that identity back then has served you to become the powerful woman you are today?
yes, I think so. Part of it is because of my parents, because they taught me to mind my own business and just not care what everybody else is doing, just do my best. Also, I think like being in ballet, which is a really tough art. It's not called actually a sport, but it's an art. And
I love
doing
that you
that
call
is
it ballet,
it's extremely hard, and the concentration and the discipline you need. I think that was the best thing I was ever taught, in a pretty abusive way by my teacher that I love, but it was abusive. That discipline served me till today. That's probably the best skill I've ever learned, because I really do believe that discipline is something that you can learn. And once you master it, then it will help you in any sort of field. And falling into fitness right now was because of my husband. I've never got into like fitness and going to the gym because it did not have a purpose. Like I didn't understand what the purpose is. In handball, you have to score.
Interesting.
In
Yeah.
ballet, you have to learn the choreography and dance it, right? And not fall, obviously.
Yeah.
But fitness to me was like, what is this? Like, what's the actual purpose? And the beauty of it, and what drove me to actually try to show this to other people and make them understand the beauty of fitness, is the purpose is to better yourself. You're going against your own mind, pushing yourself, and that's probably the best purpose and fight I've ever had in my life, going against my brain and mastering my brain, which helped me a lot with my panic attacks. This is also a different thing that I unfortunately encountered when I turned 21 and I started having panic attacks. And then I realized that going to the gym and teaching my brain that I am in somehow control over my own brain by exercising and pushing myself, that taught me that I can overcome everything if me and my body are aligned. So
Yeah.
What a mindset shift that is, in a way
Yeah.
to look at fitness.
So what age were you when you had your eating disorders, you said?
I got into modeling at 13, going to 14 years old. And I was coming from ballet, which shaped my legs a little bit. I had a bit of muscle. And muscle is really, really hard to lose. And in modeling, I was never skinny enough. My legs were never skinny enough. So I started not eating. I would eat one day, and then the next day I would not eat anything, and then eat one meal the other day, because I was trying to lose that muscle, because I had to be extremely skinny. So that led me to these eating disorders. I was so scared of gaining weight, so scared of food. I didn't care about anything. And back then I had no idea what eating actually means. So I would eat rice all day, which is bad, right? It's just carbs. Eating proteins would have helped way more, or vegetables, at least fiber, something else. I would just go and eat rice all day and think that that's okay. And I would thrive on coffee and rice, and that was it. And then
Hashtag coffee and rice.
right now, I'm so scared of losing weight. It's crazy. And I love bulking, which is so weird. In 5 years, I turned from being scared of gaining weight to being probably the scariest thing to me right now is like losing weight.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Not just a message for women, but for even men. A lot of people feel like they're afraid of the opposite, but when you really get
Yeah.
your body revving and you treat it right,
Yeah.
honestly, you shouldn't have a problem maintaining a good, healthy weight on a good amount of food.
Yes, exactly. The
You're
amount
starting to
of
shiver
food,
now, girl.
I am kind of, but you know what? I feel okay.
All
I'm
right.
starting
I
to
like
feel
that.
good.
Look at that switch from 5 minutes ago.
I don't have a body anymore, and this is amazing, right? It's good. No,
Yes.
but people don't understand. They tend to overcomplicate fitness and what actually fitness and eating means, right? If you kind of understand the basics, that's it. And people don't understand what diet is. They feel like when you have a diet and you're on a diet, they're like, oh, you're restricted and you do this and you do that, because they don't understand the basics of it.
Yeah.
But even if you're like bulking or cutting, you can still have that piece of chocolate that you crave, but you're not having the full bar of chocolate. You have one cube. And that's also discipline, right? I crave things. Me and everybody else, people tend to think like fitness influencers that they look up and they have abs and whatever. Oh, they're on a perfect diet. I'm not on a perfect diet. I had Shake Shack yesterday, okay?
Nice.
But I have it once, and then I do it maybe once a week. And if I crave something sweet, I can bake some in the house. And I don't use sugar. I use bananas. I don't use chocolate. I use chocolate protein powder. And there's so many ways around it, but people right now don't want to do it. We have Ozempic, and everybody's thriving on that.
Oh, yeah.
Man, there's so many great alternatives nowadays to have your treat, but also trick your body into thinking it's the real thing.
Yes.
And also, moderation is key. We preach at InstaShred that the 80-20 rule is a real concept. If you're on track 80% of the time, 20% of the time, you can enjoy yourself in moderation.
Yes, sure. And it's also like a reward, right? Think of like when you have a new girlfriend, right? And if you see each other every day, you get, at some point, it becomes routine and you get kind of bored. But if at the beginning you have on one date every few days and you just start missing it, and then when you see her, it's way much better. Think of this as like food also. Like if you're on a perfect diet for 5 days a week, and then you go and have a cheat day on Saturday, you don't have to have a full day of cheating, but you can have a good breakfast at home and have a nice lunch with friends, and that's it. And you're okay. You're not going to gain fat. You're not going to gain a lot of weight. You're not going to lose all your progress if you do it once. But some people don't want to put in all this work. And this is what I sometimes tell my audience, because it's this trend right now with like being extremely skinny, and we're like this, all of us have to be Victoria's Secret supermodels, right? And I always tell people like being skinny, it's easy, because I've been extremely skinny, and compared to what I do now, oh my God, being skinny is so easy. You don't have to put in any sort of work. You just starve yourself, and after 2 weeks, you get used to it, and that's it. You're really skinny. But actually having muscles and a strong body and a functional body, it's way, way harder, and people do not want to pay this. They don't want to pay for this. Pay as in pay with discipline, pay with time and their time to cook and take care of that and learn.
Well stated. I think we might have found ourselves a female InstaShred coach.
Yeah, right. Sweet, let's do it.
All right. You did freaking awesome. Let's
I'm okay.
I'm
actually okay.
Just like you said. No, this is your first podcast ever?
Yeah.
Come on. First cold plunge and first podcast? Let's go. That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Quick shout out to the Pod Company, the sponsor for the Cold Tub Talks. I'm sitting here in the Ice Pod Pro, Coach Devin's in the Long Pod, and you can get your discounted cold tub in the description below. Check it out for yourself. So we're back with Alina. She went from total freak out in the cold tub to complete zen. Way to rock it.
I was okay, actually. I could have stayed there longer.
The first 2 minutes?
First 2 minutes were
bad. Yeah,
I
was
so
freak out
close
mode.
to giving up. You cannot tell. I was like freaking out, and then I was like, oh my God, I don't want to ruin this. And I just met these people, and I don't want to look like a weak person. But then I was fine, but I'm still shivering.
You put on a show.
That would have been the craziest first woman guest we would have had on if she would have got right out of the tub and just stopped.
Wow, that would have been something. You didn't, though. I saw you start to creep out, and I almost commented like, hey, get your ass back in the tub.
Yeah. No, it was weird, honestly, like painful in my feet. That was the only problem. The upper part of my body, I was okay, right? But my toes were giving up straight away. 15 seconds in, I was like, I'm done with this. I cannot do it. But then I was okay, chill.
Pins and needles, would you describe it? A lot of people have said it's like pins and needles.
Really painful, like stabbing. I don't know how to explain it. It's like not the soreness. It's like not muscle pain. It was like sharp pain, which I don't want to experience it again.
Very descriptive. But hey, no pain, no gain.
You remember there was a trend sometimes, and people would tattoo that here on their chest. Oh, I guess it didn't make it to the US, but in Europe, there's a lot of people.
Wait, wasn't it from a movie, No Regrets? That's what I think about. What movie was that?
I don't know. People in Romania would have no pain, no gain, or no guts, no glory.
Oh, really?
And they would have it here on their chest. It's like,
I missed that trend. Apparently.
Yeah, thank God.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
No, it didn't make it to US, and that's okay. That's good for you
okay,
guys.
that's it.
Europe was crazy with that at some point.
So the influencer life is both exciting but very public. So was there a time when you actually questioned this path and if you were cut out for it?
Every day. Every day.
Every day.
Because I'm the type of person that is a nice person and I want people to all be happy, right? And I also, when I'm a consumer myself of social media, right? And other influencers. And I like to get good vibes from and also information because we're living in this world where information is easy accessible right now, right? And I look at influencer as people that can guide you through all this information, right? The world is full and we're one click away from that information, and influencers should just guide you. As in fitness influencers, which is what I'm doing, right? Fitness for me right now and for us, it's easy. But for a person that just tries to get into the gym, it's hard. They don't know what to do and what to search for, right? So the fitness influencer's job is to go and pinpoint, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then it's your work to like go and search, right? And this is what I'm trying to do. But every day I stumble across pages with influencers that just do it for the cloud or spread bad advices about fitness. And this is like, at some point, I'm like, why is this person who talks bullshit so famous? Where I'm like trying my best to give you great advice and be as natural as possible. And I'm not viral and I cannot break through this viral situation on Instagram when this person who's like spreading bullshit and just leading people in the wrong direction so viral, and that becomes frustrating to me. So this is what makes me question if I should keep doing that, because I feel like everything's fake at this point. At least in the fitness industry, there's very little people that are real, that they know what they talk about and they don't do it for the cloud. Men, maybe most of them do it because they know what they're doing, but women, they do it for the cloud. They found an opportunity to be sexy and show themselves off through the gym with the angles that they use and filming their asses, because that's it. And I find it like weird where you go and like you have a fitness influencer that would lie about having a BBL, and she's like selling programs about how to build your glutes without building your legs. And under her program, you have an OnlyFans, and she's just promoting that via filming her ass doing the worst squats on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating me. And some days I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't see a reason. But then somehow I get a message from a person that's like, you're the reason I got into gym. And then I'm like, how would I ever stop if I inspired these people? Why would I stop?
Yeah.
And it keeps me going like this, but I question it a lot.
Well, that's the attributes of a good coach. I would push back that men can be similar in nature. Look at her still shivering.
I'm still shivering.
She's still shivering. But because they're very ego driven, a lot of men will not accept the fact that you said the goal of a coach is to guide people.
Yeah.
And a lot of men don't want to accept that they need to be guided.
Yeah.
So when it comes to men criticizing other men in the fitness industry, it's because they know they're not where they want to be. They know they should be led and guided, but they don't want to admit it because of the ego within them.
It's the ego, and I don't know what in human nature makes people not want to take on healthy advices, but they are glad to go pay another man to teach them how to be a man, which in my brain makes no sense. If you're a man and you have these strong opinions about women, and you're like, your woman has to be like that because a man like me, and you are going and paying another man to teach you how to be a man. This makes no sense. But they would never go and pay probably half of that money to a coach to teach them how to be healthy, how to feel okay in their own body. And it is probably the ego, and it is this nature of a human being where like hearing a good, healthy advice just does not go through their skull. I don't know how. Like if I go and tell a man, a friend of ours who's like just got into training, right? And I'm like, dude, you should not train circuits every day, like because if you're training legs and arms at the same time, like the weight you're using to train your arms is not going to be heavy enough for your legs, and if you actually do this every single day, you'll not have time to recover and like whatever. And they look at me like, oh, I know best. And I was like, dude, I have a six-pack and you have a belly, who knows best?
Ooh.
Like, right?
Yeah.
Men don't want to, not men, we're talking about people
Sure.
in general. It's like, I feel like we're really alike when it comes to ego, men and women. We get triggered by different things, but the ego is the same, in my opinion. But like, people just don't want somebody else to teach them how to do the hard work and guide them. They just want somebody to teach them how to achieve success by tomorrow, be millionaires by tomorrow, but they don't want to pay you, and they don't think you're worth it to teach them and guide them on a long-term journey that's going to be way better than being a millionaire overnight. Because you can go into crypto or like invest in something and you're a billionaire overnight, right? But you don't go to the gym, you don't eat healthy, you don't want to pay a coach to teach you how to do that. And fast forward, you end up at 60 and your health is going downhill just because you never wanted to eat healthy or never wanted to take care of your body. And all the money you're making are going into healthcare and like hospital bills and whatever, just because you didn't want to make yourself healthier before getting really wealthy. Because at 60, if you train all your life and eat in a healthy way, at 60, you're still thriving. If you do nothing of those in your younger days, right? At 60, you're like this. And you have all the money, but you don't have anything to do with them. You cannot use them for anything because you're like from hospital to hospital.
And even if one of those shortcuts, if you'd agree, did work, it's not the same as doing it the hard way, the right way. Like Wegovy. If you take Wegovy to lose weight, you didn't do well by your body. You didn't truly get healthy internally. You may have lost weight, not to mention some muscle along with the fat. Now, you're not going to look nearly as good as if you trained your way there.
Exactly.
But you also pay the long-term repercussions of not having been healthy through that process.
Exactly. And people don't understand what health means and the importance of muscles in your body. They don't understand that. And it's like funny. I read this somewhere that, you know, it was this moment with like body inclusivity, right? And now is the wave of Ozempic. So it turns out nobody wanted to be body inclusive. They just wanted to be skinny, but they didn't want to put in the work. So now it's all about being skinny. We all forgot about body positivity. Everybody's just skinny because it's easy to do it. But none of them are healthy. None of them. And they don't understand what this is going to mean in probably 20 years from now on for them.
That's the definition of immediate gratification, right?
Yeah, it's insane to me. And I also feel like this body inclusivity thing was bullshit. Even in Victoria's Secret, because they were like, oh, we're showing all these type of bodies, right? We had people that were obese, which is not healthy, and extremely skinny girls, which is not healthy. We did not have the middle, which is actual health. They did not have people that were working out, fitness influencers or fitness people that are into fitness, right? They did not have fit people in that body positivity shows, right? They had almost morbidly obese and extremely skinny people. This is not body inclusivity. The only category that is healthy, you just did not include that. So you're just promoting two bad things, which is so frustrating, honestly.
Yeah, preaching it like it is. Our first woman's laying it down, not just for the women, for the men as well. Telling them what's up.
And also men, like, you know what angers me right now?
Let's hear it.
Right now, I can tell you here, and probably not most of my audience or like the Romanians will see that, so I can speak my mind right now.
Rip it, girl.
Yeah, I am. Because in Romania, people are going crazy about leggings. I really want to know your opinion on that. Is a woman wearing leggings in the gym offensive to you? In any way, shape, or form?
You're asking us?
Yes. I'm interviewing you now.
I mean, Devin, what do you say?
No, it's just my curiosity. Like, if you see a woman working out in leggings, Would you feel like, oh, she's doing this to gain attention, or like she dressed up for the men here, like whatever, or you just don't care, right? You just
I don't
go and-
overlook much, so personally, I don't think anything of it.
Exactly. Well, in Romania, this is a big ass situation, right?
Okay.
First of all,
No pun intended.
you're
Big
a-
ass situation. If they're tight leggings, at
Yeah,
least.
exactly. No, but they're all like, first of all, you have the scrunchy leggings that they believe that it makes you Kim Kardashian
Crunchy or
overnight.
scrunchy? What'd you
Scrunchy.
say?
There's this thing that's like a scrunchy situation in the back that is making your ass bigger, allegedly.
Okay, scrunchy situation.
Yes,
in the
I
back.
don't know how to describe
All right, I gotta see a
it, right?
visual of this. I
I
can't
think
picture
it like goes up the ass or
Yeah,
something,
yeah, that
right?
thing,
like
right?
Alright.
to makes it like the look of your butt look bigger almost.
Alright.
It's like an illusion effect, right?
Okay.
It is an illusion effect, right? But people are like, oh, you don't have an ass at all. It's just the leggings. And this is annoying me because like I put in so much work and you giving that much credit to this. I don't know what it actually is, just that thing. It's annoying. You seeing leggings,
wow.
the scrunchy leggings.
That's like a temporary BBL, man.
No, it's not. It actually is not. I wear
just an
them
illusion.
Oh,
all
okay.
the time.
It's just a legging. It's just material,
It's
though.
an illusion. It's like a,
That's wild.
how do you call that? Yes, it's an elastic thing that instead of like the leggings being straight,
Yeah.
you put the elastic there and you scrunch the material like this. So that just makes your ass
Interesting.
look like two ass cheeks instead of just one, right?
Yeah.
Ah.
That's
Wow,
what it
I'd have to
is.
get a better look, apparently. So
Yeah.
is that a thing here in the U.S.?
It is. Everybody wears
Maybe I'm
them.
just oblivious.
Everybody
Yeah,
just
they're
wears
all over
them
the
because
place.
you
Okay.
don't care, which is beautiful. I love
Okay.
that you don't know this. But back home, I like a lot of people are commenting and like hating on me for wearing this type of leggings because they're like, "Oh, you do this because you don't have an ass," and like I'm like, "You're invalidating my entire work in the gym, all because of this piece of elastic." And they're all like, this is disrespectful towards your husband that you train dressed up like that. This is not normal. And the entire fitness industry in Romania, especially, it's either girls wearing these scrunchy leggings, filming just their ass, or men commenting about these scrunchy leggings. And that's it. That's the entire fitness industry. And it's so crazy because I then go in with my advice in there and I have 2,000 views because nobody wants to hear an actual advice. They either want to see men raging about women being disrespectful or see some women that are just doing thirst traps on Instagram with those pair of leggings. And that's it.
We're gonna
We're
call
living
that
in
a
an
hot
interesting
take
time.
right there, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because fitness is not what it's supposed to be on social media right now, in my opinion. Like fitness is you against you, and fitness influencers should be guiding you, and that's it. Correcting your form, probably giving you some advice that they learn through the heart, their work, right? Sometimes you go into the gym and something works for you and something works for me, and we can exchange that knowledge that we achieved through working out and like try and error, right? This is what social media and influencers in the fitness industry should be, guiding people and minding their own business instead of fighting over clothes and basically, yeah, fighting over clothes and trying to promote this bullshit of toning. I hate that. What is toning? Sorry,
that's
I
a-
should not swear. But what
You're
is
good.
toning?
Not a cool word.
Define toning.
Yeah.
Building muscle and losing fat, right? People go like, oh, I'm going to go to the gym to lose weight. I'm like,
Yeah.
how? I'm going to do cardio. I'm like, that's a caloric deficit that you can create through like stopping this. Okay? Close the fridge.
Give us a visual.
That's the caloric deficit that you need to lose weight. In the gym, you go to build things. In the gym, you're not losing anything. You're gaining things. You're gaining muscle, which you have to eat for that. And then people should understand what a caloric deficit or surplus is. This is our job as a fitness influencer, teaching people this. And also exercises, not 50 reps with 2-pound dumbbells to tone because you don't want to get bulky. And I'm like, I'm trying to get bulky. I'm not bulky, right?
It's like a
and
fitness
I
master
leave.
class right now.
Yeah,
I like
listen
it.
to her. I mean, but what I love about this is it's raw honesty. Like I can feel like you're dumping out what you notice as the
Yeah.
creator, the influencer.
Yeah.
What you hear. You hear it's a lot of jargon.
Yes, it
It
is.
is.
It
And it
is.
comes from the people that don't know what they're doing.
No.
But they love to insert their opinions, their thoughts, although they're not happy with where they're at.
Yeah.
The ego
Yeah.
wants to chime in
Yes.
and act as if they know what they're talking about.
Yes, and they're all like clout driven. They know women want a small waist, toned legs, skinny legs, and a huge ass. And they're selling programs, how to build your glutes without building your legs. And I'm like, explain it to me. I don't know how to do that. And then you go and see rubber band exercises, like that exercise where it looks like a dog peeing
Yeah.
with a rubber band. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, basic anatomy tells you that the glutes are probably the strongest muscles you have in your body. Do you
Use-
think
use
that
the little
rubber
rubber
band is
bands.
gonna do anything to you?
Yeah.
It's
hear you.
bullshit. And then they would be like, oh, I don't train upper body because, I want to be feminine. I'm like, if you want to grow your glutes, you need weight. In order to lift that weight for an RDL, a deadlift, you need a strong upper body in order to be able to lift the amount of weight that's going to create enough big stimul for your ass to grow.
Mhm.
So, like, people don't understand how our body works at all. They just don't get it. They don't understand what time under tension is. They don't understand the basic movements that you need to master. You would see girls first week in the gym ever in their life, in their alo yoga sets, which are worst thing I've ever seen, but whatever, you can cut that out. Unflattering, that's all I want to say. Unflattering and crazy expensive for their purpose. And they go in the gym and they do these crazy one leg RDLs. And like, I'm like, you are going to hurt yourself. First of all, learn the basic movements. You need to learn how to do a hinge, first of all, instead of looking like you're doing a half squat, half tilting movement that doesn't exist in the books, right? Learn how to do a hinge, learn how to do a lunge, learn how to do a proper squat. Use machines, and then you can build into these balance movements, unilateral movements. Okay, you can get there, but people don't understand that training does not have to be complicated at all.
I was just thinking that. They
No.
make it complex
Yes.
before even
They
thinking
make,
about how
make it
simple it can be.
complex because they want to chase the cloud. And the moment you show up on Instagram with this, oh my God, my glutes tripled in size in 24 hours because I did this crazy exercise and it's this dumb ass RDL, cable RDL. Physics, basic physics. What's gravity? This is gravity, okay? If you pull backwards and the gravity is going that way, your body is not moving against gravity, which you want to do, right? I'm getting angry. It's crazy because, like, at least understand what you're trying to do. And people don't know that. And this is what we should
they throw
teach
darts
them.
at the board, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're like trying to swim without moving their legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and to spin this back into a positive and from a coaching aspect,
Yeah.
which is what we all do here,
Yeah.
we can guide them. And those that are willing to receive that guidance,
Yes.
drop the ego a little bit and say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm not where I want to be. I will humble myself and understand that you are much closer to where I want to be than where I currently am.
Yeah.
They will open up and they will listen.
And that's amazing. That's so beautiful. That I love. I sometimes work with girls that are like, I need you to teach me. And they would listen and they would actually give me feedback. And I'm like, you need to feel it here and here. And like people understanding what muscle mind connection is.
Mind
really
muscle
important.
connection
Yeah, it's really
is
important.
So important.
Yes.
A lot of people don't believe it's even a thing. They don't even understand that it's a thing. When you go in
No.
and you just mindlessly move through movements, you're not going to build your body the same way as if you have the mind muscle connection.
No, and people tend to like think that you need a lot of weight to train, when in reality you need probably in the middle. You cannot do anything with the 5-pound dumbbells, but you also don't need the 100-pound barbell, right?
Mhm.
You can be in the middle in a range of 6 to 10 reps, which is close. You have to be as close as failure you can get. But you need that range with good muscle mind connection, a good time under tension, and understanding what the positive part of the movement is and the negative part of the movement is. So when you're resisting or versus when you're pushing in the movement, and muscle mind connection. Because if you don't master the muscle mind connection, I can do a biceps curl and think about the errands I have to run afterwards. And I
That's a
can
good
probably
analogy.
do 15 reps and not feel anything because
Yeah.
I'm just doing this.
Yeah.
Which is
You're not connected to the
you're
movement.
not connected
yeah.
at all. But if you go with the time under tension and you actually
And you're thinking
think
about that muscle group.
your muscle contracting, you'll find yourself at failure at probably 9 reps.
Yeah, right.
And also engaging your core, which people are like completely oblivious of how important your core and your abs are in any training that you're doing. Anything, even if you train your bicep, you need to know how to engage your core in order not to balance like
We're huge advocates of that. It's called getting the best bang for the buck.
Yes.
We like to pick a lot of movements that you're not only hitting the target muscle group, but you're also getting to activate and engage your core.
Exactly.
Standing movements much more important than seated movements because when you sit, you're taking the core out of the movement.
Exactly. And people need to understand that machines in the gym are also great. People sometimes think that if you work out with a barbell, like a free barbell, it's much better than working out on a machine, which actually no, because that machine is allowing you to concentrate more on the movement, keep the tension longer, isolate the movement and the muscle you want to work a little bit better. Yes, okay, you need free movement for balance and stabilize your muscles to also work. But if you want to go closer to failure, a machine is always going to be better for you.
They've all got their place.
Yes.
That's what the goal is too. Functionality, building your body, etc. Who's ready to go train right now?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. You guys want to hit some legs?
Yeah, you've been off long
I hit
enough.
legs yesterday, so I'm done with that. But it's crazy how I went into the gym actually because I'm now talking bullshit about people wanting to grow their glutes, but this is how I got in the gym. I was just a normal girl that wanted to have a big ass. That was it. I had no idea what I'm doing. No idea. I would hit the abductor machine every fucking day. Every day I would be on the abductor machine doing this just because it had that little drawing with the S turned red, as in it's glute. And I was like, that's my machine. So I was just
I
do
never
this
paid
in
close
the gym.
attention to that.
Yeah, that was me because I was as flat as your sign. Like that.
That's
just
pretty
like
flat.
that. Just like that. I looked exactly like that. Extremely skinny. No shape whatsoever. At all. And I was like, I want to have a round, big ass. That's it. And then I started following people and influencers, right? And they're like, how to grow your ass without growing your legs. At that point, I did not overcome my fear of gaining weight. So me having skinny legs and a big ass was the goal, right? Getting like working my back or my arms. I was like, no, never, 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 never. And eventually my panic attacks started. And I started having these huge ass issues that would send me to the hospital. My brain would basically tell me I'm dying. And I didn't know what to do about it. And then I got through therapy. My therapist told me, like, if you think of a trauma, it's like a circle, like a diagram, okay? And it's, I don't know, you're showing him a picture of me being extremely skinny. Oh, yeah.
Big transformation.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's this circle, right? Like a diagram. And you divide in 5 different 5 parts, right? And you have anger, you have fear, you have sadness, you have guilt, and you have the fear of people's perception about you.
Okay.
And each and every feeling is stored in your body in a different area. Legs to hold your anger issues. The abs and the core zone is holding your sadness and depression and anxiety. Your arms hold guilt. The fear is in your back.
Where does this information come from?
My therapist told me, and there's a book about it.
Okay.
It's the ABC of disease, it's called. And if you, through training, you can get rid of those feelings. So for instance, if you wake up one day and you have a shitty day and you just go breathe a little bit and think about it, and you're like, oh, I feel like I'm a bit angry. Like, my mood today is like, when sometimes you wake up and you want to punch somebody in the face, and that's it. You just
Sure.
woke up like that, and you go train legs, you will get rid of that feeling. Some days you're down and you feel like, oh, you have all the weight on your shoulders and you're like scared and you fear whatever's coming towards you. If you train your shoulders and your back, you're gonna get rid of that feeling. So me learning this and studying this also with my therapist and by myself and applying this in the gym, this is how I started training upper body and training my arms and like engaging my core, training my legs, not just my glutes. That got me into understanding what training my whole body means.
So you got over your fear of training the body parts that you were fearful of gaining weight in areas to achieve the benefits that you gain outside of training.
Yes.
By healing these from the ABCs of disease, that concept allowed you to get over that. Wow.
Yes. This is how I actually started training and understanding what training means. And then, of course, I started training upper body, had no clue what I'm doing. So I had to start learning how to train. And because I studied medical engineering, that's my degree. This is what I went to college for.
Okay.
And that's a lot of biology, a lot of math, IT as well. But basically a lot of biology, anatomy, pathology. So my teachers were doctors. Right? So I kind of learned how the body works. I saw a lot of surgeries. We used to work with prostheses. So
what is it?
Like a fake arm.
Prosthetics. Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No, that's all right. I just didn't understand it at first.
Yeah, prosthetics. So I had to work with that. And in order to work with that, you need to understand how this stimulus goes to your like muscle and the nerve endings and how your muscle work and the motory, your functions, right? So that taught me a lot about the muscles and how they actually work, how they grow, how they function. So I'm coming from this background. So implementing that into a workout probably for me was easier than from a person that's like an accountant, right?
I'd say, yeah.
Yes, but this is easily accessible on the internet. Like muscle-mind connection, you can read. Ask ChatGPT what it is. He's gonna gladly explain it to you. What contraction is, also that. Time under tension, also that. Those are not like scientific things that you have to go 5 years to college to learn. But for me, learning how to actually train and not chase the burn, because like that burn is not that important all the time. Like people chase the burn, but
it's not conducive to gains. It's just like soreness. People correlate soreness with results. It's
not the same thing.
Yeah, plenty of research to support that. Can I point something out? Totally random. I think you're the first guest that's colder longer than me.
I am so cold. I'm actually not
Usually
cold.
I'm shivering the longest.
I don't know how to stop it.
It's just
your body's trying to warm back up.
I think about that every time when we get to the couch portion. I'm constantly shivering. I even try to slow down my breath. My body's like, nope, we're shivering.
Yeah. I also speak really fast and like get worked out by the conversation.
Yes.
I feel like the adrenaline in my body is like high. I'm gonna be low tonight. Oh my God.
She's gonna sleep well.
Oh my! I do sleep well. I fell asleep like 9 p.m. every day. I'm boring.
Let's go. Hey, we're the same way. We like doing dinners at 4 p.m. in bed by 9, baby.
Amazing. I love that. I love routine. This is why I love Miami so much.
That's a good life right there.
It's amazing.
What do you feel like you had to unlearn in order to be comfortable with becoming an influencer?
What I have to unlearn to care about people's opinions and to
not care about people's opinions.
To not care. I had to unlearn caring.
Mm-hmm.
I had to unlearn being a people pleaser, which is, I still didn't master that. And I had to unlearn speaking really fast, which obviously is not working. I did not master that either. Because sometimes I would try to speak with my phone, right?
Yeah.
And I speak fast and I curse and I'm this really bubbly all over the place person.
Yeah.
And my mom and him, they'll be like, you have to chill down in order to like explain to people what you want to say. But I cannot. If I have a subject that I'm really passionate about, I have to tell it and I get crazy about it.
You got to tell it in your way.
I have to unlearn that. I have to unlearn caring about people's opinions. And I have to understand that we have to have a little bit of fun. Not everything has to be by the book. And it's not my business if somebody else is doing better than me, and to stop judging. I'm a, I judge people, which I'm not proud of, but at least I acknowledge it and trying my best to stop that. But it's a frustration that I have in me that I still didn't like manage to get over,
Mm.
because I didn't grow up looking good. And then I eventually met a person that, I don't know, managed to destroy my entire image about myself. So I was like, always thought that I'm like good enough, not beautiful enough, not sexy enough, not whatever enough. Nothing was enough. And I have to like learn to think of myself as being enough, and also that I don't have to be perfect. And it's weird to do that when you're an influencer, because everybody wants to be perfect, portray the perfect life, look perfect in pictures, and you have to unlearn that, because people at this point, I feel like social media is about how natural you are, and
How natural you are?
yeah, like natural as a human being, not like interventions like makeup, whatever,
Yeah.
but natural as a human being, as your personality
Genuine,
showing through.
authentic.
Genuine, exactly.
Okay.
And it's pretty hard to do that, like to show people you can be vulnerable,
Yeah.
and you do have a little bit of a fat here, and
Yeah,
your legs
I got a little
don't
bit
look
here.
perfect, and you do have a bruise or like cellulite, or your arms
Yeah.
are not toned or whatever, and it's hard to do that.
Yeah.
To me it's hard, and I look at pictures and I ask my husband to take pictures of me, and I'm like, you see, this angle is not good, this is not good. He's like, you look amazing. I'm like, no, 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 this is really bad, and that's called body dysmorphia, which I think everybody has, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like
Yeah,
I'm fat today, I'm too skinny tomorrow, my back's too big the other day, then my biceps is not big enough, and it's
Yeah.
keeps
That's the
going
growth
and
mind.
going.
Yeah.
I cannot
There's-
remember a
There's
day.
balance with that. Yeah.
Yes. Do
Come
you
over the
find balance?
obsessive.
I did not find any sort of balance. I can't remember.
Nor what I meant by that is there's a balance of being, because we're growth minded individuals.
Yeah.
We're perfectionists. We're always
Yeah.
striving for more. But compared to the
what?
general public, I mean, we're miles beyond them.
Yes.
But sometimes that works against us because we are always, to normal individuals that see us complain about our bodies.
Yes.
Like, oh, give me a break.
Yeah,
Come on. You look
they're like pygmies.
immaculate. You're perfect.
Yeah.
But in our eyes, we're like, no, I can be better. I know I
Yes.
can.
I feel like the more you know and the more you learn and the more you achieve, the more you understand there is to achieve and there is to
Yeah.
learn. So people that don't want to learn anything and they don't want to progress in any ways or form, they're happier because they don't know how much more it is to achieve. But with like people like us, you want to achieve more, build more muscle, eat healthier, train better, work better, achieve more. You each and everything that you achieve, you're like, I have another thing to do, another thing to do, another thing to do. So like the more you learn, the more you understand there is to learn and to achieve in life. And there's never an end to that. Like the amount, it took me 5 years and I'm still practicing RDL form in the shower. And I still don't think I'm
In the shower?
Yeah, everywhere.
RDL form
I would
in the
cook and
shower.
be like,
You be
if
careful.
I
You could almost
move
slip and
like
fall
this-
doing the
No,
RDL.
no,
in
I'm
the
saying,
shower.
but shower on my balcony while drinking my coffee, cooking. I'm like weirdly in the kitchen practicing. Yeah, practicing an RDL form, and I'm like, for every person around me, that's nothing. It means nothing. But to
Totally.
me, it's like this mission to like perfect that form and like that exercise. And
Yeah.
it's a constant battle that I adore. I love going to the gym and like pushing myself. And not many people understand the beauty of close to failure sets.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
So
And you
what-
kind of almost black out, but then you come back and you're like, fuck that. That's a new PR. Amazing.
What 3 philosophies do you live by or teach the women following you or you're working with?
Fitness has to be as simple as possible. Don't overcomplicate anything. In the gym, you build. At home, in your kitchen, you lose. Don't mix it and match it in any way, sort or form. If you go to the gym, you build muscle. If you want to lose any sort of weight, you lose it back home in your own kitchen. You don't lose anything in the gym. Even if you think like by doing cardio you're losing anything, you're not. You're creating a bigger caloric deficit, but that's gonna make you skinny and soft.
I'm gonna remember that
Soft.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Too great.
That, and also like you're the most important person in your life. And whatever you think of, that goes, and that's it.
Wow. One,
Whatever
two,
you
three,
like,
punch.
that's perfect. I personally made huge mistakes in my life and picked the worst people to be around, or went in probably the worst direction on planet Earth. And I, at some points, regretted it. But then I was like, well, I wouldn't be where I am today if I wouldn't make those bad decisions. And now, being a little bit more mature, learning from that, going to therapy and like understanding myself better. The funny thing is, I would find myself at a crossover and be like, that's a bad decision, that's a good decision. Now I'm not blind anymore. I know what's bad and what's right. And I'm like, but bad is sometimes amazing. Should I drink a bottle of tequila by myself tonight? No. Do I want to do it? Fuck yeah. And that's a bad decision that you can take, and you're taking full like accountability of it.
Yeah.
And that's
like it.
amazing to do. And like have that control over your life. To be like, that's a bad decision, but I know what comes after that bad decision. Can I put up with that? Yes. Okay, do it. It's gonna make you feel amazing.
Yeah.
It makes me feel amazing
Yeah.
to know I can do this bad, but in a controlled way. Pick that wrong decision, but in a controlled way. And that's the beauty of life.
You know what I'm loving right now? I'm loving these perspectives from a woman's point of view. We haven't had that yet.
No, we're kind
Just
of
to hear these
crazy
things
too.
elaborated on from your perspective is vastly different than a lot of the individuals we communicate with. We only work with men. We communicate with a lot of influential men. But this is uniquely different. I feel like I'm having a Jim Gale moment. If you haven't seen Jim Gale's podcast, click somewhere on the screen and check it out after this. Or just take some moment, take some breath.
Yeah.
You know, it's just being present in this moment,
Yeah.
taking in a lot of what you're saying, which is extremely valuable. And hopefully other people are really taking it to heart as well.
I hope they understand what I'm saying, because after I talk, I do realize I make some mistakes in my English, which is not my
Yeah,
first
we're all
language, so
imperfect.
that's
Hey.
okay. But
Like prosthetic, that was the only thing I
Prosthetic.
didn't.
I do really think that people should start following podcasts more. I'm a big consumer of podcasts, whatever podcast, whatever subject. I love to learn new things, hear new curiosities, whatever. I love that. I love meaningful conversation, getting to know people better, and also like hearing people's opinion on different things in life. It's so
Sure.
important to like, because sometimes what I see in my relationship with my husband is something will be extremely annoying for me, and I would point it out to him. He's like, well, to me that's not annoying at all. Like if you would do it, I wouldn't care. And you naturally you get angry. You're like, oh, you're not validating my feelings, blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, like, we're all different, and every situation we face probably the same situations. All of us here
Yeah,
face the
I was
same
just thinking in my
situations
mind,
in
relating
life.
that to my life.
Yes, we're all facing the same situation, but you react in a different way, and he reacts in a different way, she reacts in a different way, and none of those reactions are wrong. We're just different. And seeing different people on the internet, random people from random parts of the world, have a different approach in situations that you found yourself in prior to listening to that podcast is so amazing to me. Like how many possibilities we have to react to things in our life. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love listening to that.
Yeah, and I think encouragement to anyone watching podcasts, they're already a cut above the rest because most people don't have the attention span to even listen to podcasts these days and truly get that in-depth value.
Yes.
They're caught in the short form content of the world.
Yes.
And I think that's the general public, but you can't get the meat and potatoes of what really is going to change your life from short form content. You
Yes.
can't. You have to stay through the podcast. You have to be present. You have to be still and listen thoroughly to
Yes.
get true value.
Exactly. You have to actually get the bigger picture, which in a short form TikTok and whatever, you cannot get that. This is why there's so much hate and people are so misunderstood, because you would see like a 15 seconds conversation monologue of somebody on TikTok and you're like, this guy's an asshole. And then you go to the actual podcast and you understand that he was right.
Wow.
He had
How relatable is that?
a reason to do that, or he was right actually.
I can think of
It's
many
just
examples
15 seconds. Yes.
where
I
people
have-
judge it like that.
Yes. I have 2 examples of that I hate. First of all, being in school and you have to read a book and then make a resume out of it, right?
Okay.
Right now, kids just go on ChatGPT and like, can you make a resume for this book to me? And then they would write it down. It's a perfect resume, right? But then the teacher asked them like, how do you feel about this character? Have no clue. Even though in the resume you're like, oh, there's a person, like this personality, whatever. But they still don't understand and they don't get the bigger picture.
Yeah, I can see
Second
that. Yeah.
thing that I hate, I'm a huge fan of Formula One. Huge.
Nice.
And I would talk to people and like, oh, I love Formula One too. I watch Drive to Survive. And I'm like, well, that conversation stops now. There's no point in continuing.
But what if
this
they've seen the
conversation.
F1 movie?
Oh my God. I watched that movie. I liked the movie. I liked the way it was filmed, and the last part of the movie was amazing. Cinematography is beautiful in that movie.
Yeah.
Did I like the fact that they had to hook up at the end and like
Yeah.
drag the woman down to that instead of the big
Well, that's
engineering
just the
career
Hollywood
that she
in it.
had?
Come on, it's
Yes,
a movie.
obviously. But movie's fine. Drive to Survive is fine. I don't watch it, but still, like, you cannot say that you love a sport which is complicated and crazy to understand and hard to understand by watching the gossip on Netflix. That's the gossip. You have no clue about it. And this is what people are doing right now. They are watching the resume and think they know the bigger picture of the entire thing. And then they go on social media and comment to these drivers like, oh, you're doing that. And you're like, that's an athlete. His personal life, their fights, it's none of our business. It's a sport. And this is applying to everything. But this is like my favorite example of people having no clue what they're talking about and still have strong opinions. Strong opinions. You know, they have the strongest opinions on this sport. The Drive to Survive followers, they have the strongest opinions. And this is driving me insane. I hate it. I have a fake account and I just fight them. That's my
Do you really do?
yeah. I lose
She's
my
got a burner account.
Wow,
Yeah, I
that's
do.
dedication to the
no,
sport.
I hate that. To that sport, to anything. I use that account to like prove my point. I can be a hater. I'm partially a hater. Sometimes
There we go. Sweet.
Driving to surviving.
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate that.
So, from your opinion, why do you think Americans are so fat?
Oh, well, that took me by surprise.
That got me too.
Let's jump topics.
You
real
know
quick.
what? I don't have an actual answer to why, but it's unbelievable to me because the food you have here in a supermarket is unbelievable to me.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
No,
hear.
it's amazing. The food you have, the amount of opportunities you have to eat healthy.
Oh, I spoke too
It's
soon.
crazy.
Huh,
For instance,
tell us more.
yes, you have beef, ground beef, and you can pick 4% fat, 10% fat. In Romania, you don't have that. Everything is 25% fat.
Wow, 25.
You don't have the option of picking extra lean. You do have it here. It's
Wow.
crazy. You do have all these Greek yogurt, which is high in protein, like the skyr. Don't have that at home. In
Really?
Europe, we don't have these
Interesting.
things.
Okay.
And it's crazy. When I first entered the Publix in my life 3 years ago in Miami, I lost my mind. I was like, I'm moving.
Publix
I'm moving
grocery
here.
store.
I loved it. The amount of like opportunities for like beef. I love bison. Oh my God, I lost my mind.
Yeah,
when
there's
I
one 2
saw-
minutes down the road, Publix.
Yeah, it's amazing. The ground bison with only 5% fat.
Oh,
And
she's
the
losing her
amount of
mind.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I love it. I wish I can freeze some of them and take them with me
that's
back
fascinating.
home.
It's the little things in life, man.
Yes,
But I would have never known. I feel so uncultured. I didn't know that was not a common thing.
it is not a common
Outside.
thing. You're blessed with this, and it's sad how much people would rather go for a fast food instead of like cooking something at home. I cook 3 meals a day, and for 3 meals a day, 5 days a week for 2 people, I pay $200 for groceries a week, which
Okay.
is not much at all. It's probably cheaper than Romania to do it here. And it takes me probably 15 minutes to fix a breakfast, 20 minutes to fix a lunch, and 20 minutes to do a dinner, to make a dinner. How long would it take to walk to Shake Shack, wait for the burger, and eat it? Longer than 20 minutes.
Huh.
And
True.
people still choose to do that. Why?
Yeah.
Is it hard to like take that bag of ground beef,
Yeah.
put it in a pan, and you take that box of potatoes? There's this box of potatoes that I absolutely adore. You shove them in the microwave for 5 minutes while that beef is cooking. You take them out, not seasoned, not anything. Sprinkle some salt, ground beef next to it. That's it.
So you just think it's
Yeah.
laziness, pretty
It's
much.
laziness.
That sounds like a
Yes.
lot of Americans. Yeah.
It's laziness.
Shake Shack, laziness.
It's
Fast food.
laziness, and it's crazy because if you break down the time it takes to go for fast food compared to what it takes to actually fix yourself a good meal, it's insane. It's insane. It takes you double the time to go to Shake Shack than
Yeah.
do that by yourself.
So is that a thing back home? Can you?
yeah,
do it
pretty
quite like
much,
that?
kind
Yeah.
of. But
People here.
Actually-
Why do you think people do it more here, or do they?
because you have way more fast foods. You have these, you have this, and this, and this. And back home, we have McDonald's and KFC, and that's it. That's all we have. And Janine, oh my God. yeah.
Janine?
Janine is a
like a name.
shawarma. It's a kebab.
Oh, shawarma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shawarma,
Like
yeah.
chicken shawarma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right.
Well, okay, that's our cheat meals. I'm craving and my mouth's watering. No, but back home, coming from a background of communism, because we were communists until 1989,
Okay.
and people would not have a place to go to eat, right? You would have to cook at home. And this generation is still alive, right?
Yeah.
Sylvia was born in a communism. So, like my husband. So, people are still used to cooking at home. We still have that in us to like cook at home and like make a soup that it's gonna last us 5 days.
Yeah.
So meal prep is like kind of there for us. But I feel like it's going towards fast food as well back home. Like Europe is moving a little bit towards fast food as well, which is sad. It's sad because I don't know, the amount of information we have and how oblivious people are to this, it's upsetting. It is upsetting. Just Google on ChatGPT everything. Just ask ChatGPT what you should eat today. It gives you full recipe, your grocery list. It's 2 seconds away. It's just a question. And you cooking that, you know
That's
what
a
I
good
do?
start.
I put a good podcast on, cook. I listen to something amazing. It's funny sometimes, depends on what I find. I don't actually look. I just click on the first podcast. And yeah, I cook, I eat, I wash the dishes, the podcast done, I learned something, I ate good.
Wow.
People should do that. It's teachable. You can teach yourself to do that. You just need
Agreed.
to understand you need it
Yeah.
and want to do it and just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It requires being a
Nike.
little decisive, selective.
Yeah.
Right? I think a lot of people take what comes at them in life instead
Mhm.
of making their own decisions.
Yes. They
So when
go.
more fast food comes into play, I'll
Yes.
just get fast food because
Yeah.
there's more of it readily available. When more junk comes into your Instagram feed, I'll just take it in because it's
Yeah.
there.
It's
You've got to
there.
be decisive and say, I'm going to say no to that stuff that's not serving me. I'm going to be intentional with looking up a podcast that I can get value from
Mhm.
while I cook instead of just taking in the crap.
Yes, but people, I feel like this switch into like the amount of information we are have access to, which happened like probably the last 30 years. We went from no information, no internet, no Google, straight into what we have now.
Mm.
Social media, ChatGPT, all of this. And it was way too fast. Way too fast. So it's like you're starving a person for a week and then you give them $1,000 in a McDonald's. They're gonna buy everything and like not care and like they're gonna buy 10 fillet of fish even though they're allergic to fish. They're just gonna buy.
Wow.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
And
My
I
dad
feel like
loved
this is
filet-o-fish.
exactly what happened to us. We went from nothing to everything way too fast. And this is why people are like just swallowing that without chewing because it's free. They don't have to work for it. And because it is free or cheap, like fast food is, they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I don't have to pay anything for this bullshit that I'm looking at on TikTok. Oh, I have to pay only $5 for an In-N-Out burger. Why would I go do groceries? And why would I wait and try to search for a good podcast to look at when I can open TikTok and watch AI cats fight each other or whatever they both
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
People are so lazy right now. It's insane. It's insane. Lazy, like, I don't know. It's the brain rot is out of control.
Wow.
What people look at.
Yeah. If any person you're describing is watching this right now, that can't feel good.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
laying it on.
sorry. I feel like some people do need a wake up call. This generation needs a wake up call, because I met friends, sisters, and cousins that are like 14, 15. They cannot have a conversation. You cannot actually have a conversation with them. It's crazy. All they know is 6'7", and whatever. They just say that, and I'm like, what? How are you gonna have a conversation, live a normal life, have a job, have a relationship when you cannot form a sentence? It's insane. They have no social skills whatsoever. They don't live a normal life. They're not present. I'm like, touch the grass. That's a good thing. Like, go out, look
Grounding.
at that tree.
Yeah, we're biohackers at
Do
heart.
something that it's not on your internet or the computer or on your phone. And I saw some girls in the gym where I train. They all came together, 3 girls, 16. They couldn't do a lunge. They could not coordinate their legs to do a
Yeah.
lunge.
So disconnected from their
This
body.
is so crazy. You would throw a ball to them, they would be like catching it. Not
yeah, I've
catching
seen
it, like
that before.
trying to do that.
Yeah.
But this is the generation that's following. It's insane. They don't play outside. I grew up in a village somewhere far away from the city with chickens, cows, horses, and playing outside with a toilet in the back of the yard. And that was it. And I know how to use my hands. They don't. They're on their phone all day long. All they know how to do is do this. Their posture, they look like a shrimp, all of them.
Like a shrimp.
Like a shrimp,
I
yeah.
see that. Yeah. Whenever I look on a bus, that's what I think about. Yeah, everyone's
Yeah,
like
this is-
hunched over. You
Yes.
look in the window on a bus, all the heads
Yeah.
are down.
Or in a
Exactly.
car, anywhere. Yeah.
Yes. And they don't have any sort of understanding what real life is. They're so far away from nature, like they don't get it. It's crazy. When I would tell like a friend, not a friend, but like a friend's kid, like 15 at this point,
Mhm.
and be like, in Miami, like I go by the water with my coffee and just watch fish for like 2 hours. I just watch the water and wait for one fish. to
Yeah.
come. And they're like, Why? And I'm like, because it's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
peaceful.
I caught when you said that. I don't know if you've said it on camera, but first thing you said when you came in and noticed we had a dog is that you go down to the water
Pet the
every morning
dogs.
with your coffee and
Yeah.
you pet the dogs.
Yeah.
And you watch the manatees. And
Yes.
I'm like,
I watch the
that's
fish and the
presence.
manatees and like play with the dogs and have a conversation with people, which I love here. Romania is not like that, and I don't like it. I am a social person, really social person. Like I would pet a dog on the street and have a 30 minutes conversation with the owner.
Yeah.
Not even know his name. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I just things about I love meeting people and connecting with people and understanding their stories and what they think and how they would react in different situations. Like I love that. Like what makes them happy. I don't know, us people should connect more and learn more about each other. And the only way to thrive as a race is by being united. And I feel like social media is doing the opposite. And people don't get it. And it's going to be way too late when they will understand it.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up with this then, because that was great. Everything that you just said. What would be your biggest piece of life advice to the younger generation watching to live a healthier lifestyle?
To live cook for yourself, work out, spend your days doing what you love, and spend it with people that you choose. Touch the grass, and that's it. Go outside and
Off the
embrace a
cuff.
tree, please.
Embrace what?
A tree.
Embrace a
Yes.
tree.
Yes, hold a
I
tree.
like that.
Put these
hold a
away.
tree. Put the phone away. Yeah. Or no, not really. You can listen to music. That's okay.
Moderation, right?
Yes.
We're
Rock.
way beyond that in this generation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alina,
Thank you so much for that. I loved it.
thank you for being a
Yeah,
part.
thank you.
I loved it.
That
That was awesome.
But I'm not doing the cold plunge.
That's all right. You definitely did your dues with that initial reaction. We're gonna have some good clips of that.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much for having
Yeah,
me.
thank
That
you
was
for coming on.
amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, we appreciate you coming on and coming out.
Oh.
Whoa!
Third time is a charm, right?
Yes. All right. If you enjoyed Alina's episode, check out more great episodes from us here at the Cold Tub Talks by clicking right here.